Hi there, Sofia here from CoachSofiaFitness.com. I want to talk today about a very important topic, and it may sound like it's a little bit out there, or you may have not even thought about this. But I wanted to talk about it because this played a huge role in my life, and I am almost certain that it had a lot to do with me just getting back 100% into feeling healthy. The pain, as you're doing your recovery and your exercise and everything, it puts you in that position that you kind of have to question everything. For example, for me, when I started getting chronic pain, it was such a wake-up call. At first, I went through the normal route of, medication, going seeing the doctors and the physiotherapist. And when none of that worked, it pushed me to kind of look beyond that and to start looking into different ways that just started to ask questions like, why am I getting this pain? Why is my body completely out of alignment? Because I know that throughout my whole childhood, I was pain-free. So how come out of nowhere I'm starting to get this pain right now? And how can I reverse and reset my system so that it is pain-free again? Why am I getting all this pain? I was given a diagnosis, all of these labels that sometimes can actually do more harm than good, because the moment you start identifying with an illness or a condition, it's like you almost start to resist getting better in some way, like subconsciously you're resisting. You're self-sabotaging the healing because you automatically start to identify with that condition. I remember I would join certain groups online and or forums to try to find help or try to see what people are doing, just see what can help me heal. And a lot of times I would ask a question and I would get a lot of opposition, a lot of things like, well, you cannot fix this, it's unfixable, just get along with it, there's no cure for this, why even bother asking? So I would get certain answers or responses that were just people completely accepting the condition, and it's almost like it starts to serve a purpose. But I don't want to talk about that specifically, that may be for another video. But what I want to talk about today is that the healing journey itself opens you up to a lot more, and the moment you start asking questions and you start being open-minded about all of the things that could be causing the pain, that's when it's like your life almost changes, because you start to explore all of the areas of your life that that this may be a cause of. It could be nutrition, it could be exercise, it could be even your environment. For example, for me specifically, I was in a very toxic work environment, and that played a huge role in the amount of pain and flare-ups I was experiencing. And then whenever I would go on vacation, all of my symptoms would disappear. So that told me something. I knew that my environment, my state of mind, where I was every day, and it was 24/7. It wasn't even every day, because I would wake up. The moment I wake up, I feel so stressed out, and it's like anxiety from the moment I wake up. I have to, I go to my toxic work environment, and it was just horrible. And in addition to the amount of pain I was in, and I wasn't able to sit down because of all the piriformis pain, so I had to put a bunch of boxes on top of each other, put my laptop on top of it so I am able to stand. But because I didn't have an adjustable desk, then I would have to again undo the whole process when I'm tired and I want to sit down. It was just really stressful, and everybody was judging me. It's like, why can't she just take more painkillers, even though I was already doing that, but they weren't working. And so it was just very toxic. I felt really alone in my own corner, just dealing with my own internal pain that nobody understood, and that added to it. It didn't click back then, but it was after I got out of that situation that I realized how much that was affecting my body, And I was saying, I would get out of the office and I feel a little bit of relief, but the moment I get home, after the gym, it's like that anxiety comes back because in a few hours I have to go back again to that place. So I spent the whole night feeling stressed out. And it was crazy because after I left that place, for about 6 months to 1 year, every Sunday I get the exact same sensations, even though I wasn't going to that place anymore. My body was conditioned to feeling that anxiety and stress. It was like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way. Like, it was the exact same feeling. And I kept getting it for months and months after. Like every Sunday I'll get that anxiety, exact feeling, even though I was completely out of it. And it took me a lot of work and inner work to recondition my body again. And that was just the stress response. It was so ingrained in my nervous system that it took me a while to undo it, through a lot of meditation and visualization and journaling and just, reconditioning my brain again and my body. And it took a lot of work, and it was even harder than just exercise and nutrition. Those things I have always done my whole life. I was always into health and fitness, but just dealing with the mindset and all of that, that took more work. But that brings me back to my point, which is sometimes your healing journey will open up doors for you to look and question everything in your life and see what areas could be affecting you in some way. Maybe not 100%, but in some way. Like, they may not be the cause of the chronic pain. Sometimes it is. Sometimes just stress can cause its psychosomatic chronic pain condition. Most of the time it just makes it worse. You would be experiencing chronic pain, but just the stress of being in an environment or doing things that you don't enjoy every day, that was also something that I experienced. Kind of like that stress response would make the pain worse. And it can also give you a great opportunity to move forward towards your goals in life and what you really want to do. And I remember when I started my blog, I was still doing that job, and I would come home and it was an outlet because I wanted, like, something inside me just told me to start this blog and start talking about things that I was really passionate about, and that was health and fitness and functional training and corrective exercise. And I started my blog, just from my dining table. I bought the domain name, and it was, I would just start talking about my workouts and sharing my nutrition, and it grew to where it is right now. But that was me literally looking into this area of my life, which was my career, and assessing it and realizing that this is not something I want to keep doing. It is affecting me. I look at my superiors and I don't want to be them. And what I was really passionate about was everything health and fitness and nutrition and mindset too. So I pursued it, even though I had no idea where it was gonna go or if it was gonna take off, or I didn't care about those things. I just wanted to pursue it. And I remember I would literally sit for sometimes hours working on my website and like making the graphics and everything, and I would feel no pain because it was a very awakening moment, because I was so immersed in doing something I really loved and I was passionate about that I almost forgot about the pain some days. Not that sitting for hours is healthy, not like, don't get me wrong, you have to move and not be sedentary, but what I'm saying is, when you do something you really enjoy and you're so passionate about, that you get so immersed in it and you feel so happy doing it that you get your brain off of focusing on the pain, and that's so important. And I talk about this a lot in my other programs or other videos. And a good technique to do that is to start switching focus. Instead of staying stuck focusing on the pain all day long, start to do certain things that get your mind off of the pain so that you're not so focused on it, and you can start to desensitize your subconscious mind and your nervous system from thinking about the pain. Honestly, if I didn't go through major chronic pain, I don't know if I would have my blog right now. And so as I was answering emails and I felt really grateful to see certain positive comments and emails from people. So I feel like everyone has something in them, everyone has a lot of value to give. figure out what it is that you're so passionate about. Go through an assessment with each area of your life. You know how we do like the muscular imbalances assessment? Well, you could do the same thing for all of the other areas of your life, for your career, your relationships, your environment, your nutrition, your mindset. See which areas you can work on you're not maybe 100% happy with, which areas kind of you feel that are stressful, and see how you can improve them, or even just do a complete pivot like I did, you know. So I just wanted to make this video because I know that so many people right now are at home, maybe watching TV and just kind of waiting for the time to go by for them to go back to work. But another way that this time could be used really efficiently is by doing these assessments and figuring out what changes do you need to make in your life that could help you improve your healing, that could help you improve your health, and that could have a positive effect on your healing. Because you could be doing all the exercises and the stretches and eating healthy, but if you're so stressed out every single day, you know, you have anxiety and you don't like what you do, don't you think that that will have an effect on the nervous system and the muscular system? So we have to stop taking an isolation approach and look at the bigger picture and start taking a holistic approach to healing and looking at all the other areas of our life that we need to be working on. So let me know, guys, if this is something you're interested in, and who knows, maybe I'll do a video to show you how to start a blog if you're interested in something like that. If you have a passion and you really you want to share it with the world, but you're not really sure how to navigate it and how to start a blog and how to start writing articles, let me know. Maybe I can do a separate video or write a separate blog post to show you the process I went through. I learned a lot in this process, and you never know where it can go. So don't wait for that certainty or for someone to come and tell you, okay, like, do this because it's 100% proven to work. Like, just go and pursue what you're really passionate about, because if you have a lot of value to offer, you are actually doing a disservice to the world for not spreading that message and letting it out there and helping other people who may really find a lot of value in it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really look forward to reading your comments and seeing what you guys think about this topic. And also, if you went through something like this in your life, that would be something I would love to know as well. And I hope that you are doing great in these times and you're staying healthy. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.